Formula One may soon witness the revival of a long-forgotten name as an ambitious young Kuwaiti investor sets his sights on bringing Caterham back to the grid. At just 24 years old, Saad Kassis-Mohamed has unveiled plans for a bold new venture under the banner of SKM Racing, with the aim of making its competitive debut in the 2027 season. According to a newly released statement, the project is far from a dream on paper. Backed by substantial funding, an experienced motorsport management team, and a dual-base setup between Silverstone and Munich, SKM Racing appears determined to be taken seriously. But the burning question remains. After the turbulent saga surrounding Andretti's bid, will Formula One's gatekeepers be willing to grant yet another newcomer a place on the grid? Saad Kassis-Mohamed is no stranger to the spotlight. Earlier in 2025, Forbes recognized him among Africa's 30 most influential people under 30, specifically in the category of social influence. Beyond the racetrack, he has already made his mark by running a philanthropic foundation on the continent, but now he's preparing to channel that same profile and ambition into the cutthroat world of Formula One through his investment company, SKM Capital. The financial blueprint is as ambitious as the man himself, €280 million earmarked for the team's first 3 years. Speaking on behalf of SKM Capital, managing partner Marcin Graham framed Formula One as a disciplined engineering competition within a predictable cost framework. To her, that balance between technical rigor and budget control makes the sport an enticing investment arena. The vision is clear. SKM Racing will not be a vanity project, but a lean, data-driven operation designed to fight competitively from the start, while remaining firmly sustainable both in finances and structure. At the core of SKM Racing's vision lies Silverstone, England, the spiritual home of Formula One engineering. From this legendary base, the new outfit will operate its technical headquarters, complete with facilities to manufacture its own components and carry out in-house testing. To balance that foundation, a second hub in Munich, Germany, will host the racing department, though the team has so far remained tight-lipped about the specifics of this operation. The leadership team has already begun to take shape, with 4 names announced as the architects of this ambitious project. Elena Richter, who brings previous Formula One experience, steps in as managing director. Marco Bianchi will head up technology, Aisha Khan is tasked with maximizing performance, and Tobias Meyer will take charge of finance. All 4 carry proven pedigrees in motorsport or high-level international ventures, though the full extent of their Formula One credentials is yet to be revealed. Elena Richter has laid out a clear blueprint for SKM Racing's growth. The team will begin modestly, with a workforce of roughly 210 to 230 people, before gradually expanding to about 320 by its 3rd year. She stressed that there will be no rush to inflate numbers. Stability and strong foundations come first. To nurture long-term progress, SKM Racing also plans to launch a junior research program in partnership with universities in both England and Germany, tapping into fresh academic talent. Engines, of course, are the lifeblood of any Formula One team, and here SKM Racing is already deep in negotiations. Richter confirmed advanced talks with 2 current power unit suppliers, aiming for a multi-year deal that blends supply with technological collaboration. The team has no intention of manufacturing every piece on its own. Instead, as Marco Bianchi explained, the philosophy is rooted in pragmatism. Focus resources on what is most valuable to develop internally and outsource the rest to save time, energy, and money. For Bianchi, the guiding principles of SKM Racing can be distilled into 3 simple but uncompromising pillars: dependable engines, aligned technology, and disciplined corporate management. Adhering to this formula, he believes, is the surest path to delivering results on the track. SKM Racing has mapped out an aggressive timeline for its Formula One dream. By early 2026, the team intends to have its full application on the FIA's desk, while ensuring that its Silverstone headquarters is already up and running at full capacity. The target is for the first chassis to be completed and roadworthy by the 3rd quarter of 2026, with system checks and initial evaluations beginning shortly afterwards. Yet, the most difficult step may not be technical, but political. Gaining final approval from both the FIA and Formula One management is no guaranteed process. The recent Andretti saga is a cautionary tale. Despite securing the FIA's blessing, Andretti's bid was blocked at the commercial rights level. Only when General Motors arrived with the weight of a Cadillac Works entry did Formula One's decision-makers begin to soften. For SKM Racing, the lesson is clear. Building the car may be the easy part compared to navigating Formula One's complex corridors of power. One of the more eye-catching elements of SKM Racing's proposal is is the decision to revive the Caterham name. Speaking to magazine Sportstar, Saad Kassis-Mohamed explained that Caterham still carries recognition among Formula One fans, despite its last appearance being over a decade ago. By securing a brand license rather than attempting to resurrect the defunct company itself, SKM Racing can leverage Caterham's marketing value while avoiding any entanglement with its former debts. The Caterham story in Formula One is a short but painful chapter. Originally stemming from Tony Fernandez's Lotus project in 2010, the outfit switched to the Caterham identity in 2012. From there, the results were grim: 3 seasons, 0 points, and a permanent spot at the back of the grid. By 2014, the dream was over, and by 2015, the operation was bankrupt, with its remaining assets stripped and sold. For many fans, the name conjures memories of a well-meaning but ill-fated attempt to join the sport's elite. The timing of SKM Racing's announcement could hardly be more significant. Formula One is entering a pivotal moment, with the current Concord Agreement set to expire at the end of 2025. This document is the backbone of the sport's governance and commercial rights, dictating everything from revenue distribution to team obligations. As negotiations ramp up for the next era, one issue has already emerged as especially divisive: whether the grid should expand beyond its current 10 teams. Existing entrants argue that admitting new challengers would dilute prize money and destabilize the competitive balance, while fans and prospective entrants insist that more cars mean more opportunities, more storylines, and ultimately a healthier sport. Against this backdrop, SKM Racing steps forward with a carefully calculated pitch. The team's strategy is designed to send signals of seriousness: a recognizable name in Caterham, a robust financial plan with €280 million earmarked for the first 3 years, and a dual operational footprint split between Silverstone and Munich. All of this is meant to convey credibility and permanence, a stark contrast to the fly-by-night efforts that Formula One has seen in the past. But credibility alone may not be enough. Political resistance runs deep, and the precedent set by Andretti's thwarted attempt to join the grid shows just how difficult it is to convince Formula One management that a new entry deserves a place at the table. Still, the project cannot be dismissed outright. For one, the Caterham name, though synonymous with struggle on track, remains lodged in the memories of Formula One fans. There is a certain romance in reviving a name that once tried, failed, and faded away. In a sport that thrives on narrative, Caterham's rebirth could tap into nostalgia and give the grid a storyline beyond the dominance of the frontrunners. Moreover, SKM Racing's recruitment plans, research initiatives with universities, and pragmatic approach to in-house versus outsourced development show a level of forethought not always present in newcomers. And that is where the greatest uncertainty lies. The FIA, by mandate, is tasked with encouraging competition and ensuring the health of the sport. Formula One management, however, answers to commercial imperatives, to the bottom line, and to the entrenched teams who hold sway in negotiations. These competing interests mean that SKM Racing's fate will not be decided purely on technical readiness, but on whether the political winds blow in their favour. For fans, the stakes are high too. Another team on the grid means more drivers, more rivalries, and more opportunities for underdog stories. But for the established order, another team means splitting the pot of gold in smaller portions. That clash of interests is what makes the Caterham revival such a compelling yet precarious prospect. Will SKM Racing's careful planning, financial muscle, and calculated use of Caterham's brand identity be enough to sway Formula One's notoriously protective gatekeepers? Let us know in the comments. Until next time, goodbye for now.